Hey everybody, welcome to Sweet Talk, the show with... Okay, well, that was strange.
Brendan, you okay?
Today we talk about Stranger Things.
Nazi! Go, go, go!
What if this whole time I've been looking for Will? I've been chasing after something else.
Stranger Things is a phenomenon that has hit Netflix. It's been getting rave reviews across the board, and today we're going to discuss what exactly led to that success.
What did lead to that success, Brendan?
I think it was mainly nostalgia, actually. Like it's like this amalgamation of just like a little bit of E.T., a little bit of like John Carpenter, a little bit of like Stephen King.
It's like a Neapolitan ice cream of the 80s and 90s and movies. So like you had, like he was saying, John Carpenter. You had some aspects of Ridley Scott in there, even Steven Spielberg. It just has so many different aspects from nostalgia that it caters to such a wide audience. That's why a lot of people could connect with it.
Okay, so first of all, before we go forward anymore, we're going to discuss the plot, I think, for those of you that aren't aware of the show and don't want spoilers. Yeah, if you live under a rock and you don't want any spoilers, you should exit the video now and watch the show and then come back and watch this. So, basically there's a group of kids. One of them is named Will Byer, and they are playing a rousing campaign of
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons together. And right as a pinnacle moment in the campaign, the mom says, you know what, enough kids. It's like 8 o'clock school night. You gotta go home. So on the way home, Will Byer gets creeped out, stalked, and ends up going missing. You catch a glimpse of a mysterious creature, and that basically is the inciting incident to the series.
Where's Will Byer? That's
Where's Will
pretty
Byer?
much a good summary of most of the time spent in Stranger Things is tracking down Will, trying to find out where exactly he went. Exactly what happened to him.
So there's three groups of characters in the show that kind of traverse the plot. There's the kids, there is the teenagers, and there's the adults.
Yes.
Now, kind of the head of the adults is Will's mom, who just like is suffering a complete mental breakdown at
and the town sheriff.
And the town sheriff, who is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he is my
Hopper is a beast. So yeah, and then one character, like a central character in the plot that we haven't talked about yet, is one of the kids. Her name, quote unquote name, is 11. And she is an escaped subject from a nearby
power
laboratory.
Company, but they come off as I forget what the name of the power company is, but they disguise all their doings in the town and
under the veil
of this power company that's just outside of town.
And 11 may or may not possess telekinetic powers.
Yeah, I suppose so. Some sort of
otherworldly abilities.
Yeah, otherworldly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha.
No.
Now, what did you guys think of the overall arc and plot of the show?
I think what Stranger Things did very well was it created this overall tension and this atmosphere.
You know what it reminded me of? The whole tone and feel of that small town. I always like that because there's an old game called Alan Wake.
Oh yes, Alan Wake.
It has that like sort of vibe where it's like you're in a small cozy town, but something's just like a little bit off. You know, it's not like dramatically off. It's just like a little bit off, and you're like,
it's a picturesque town, but like if you look at it, like you can see, like you're saying, something.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's a slight isolated feel to it because of the era and because of the size of this town, I think.
Now, you did bring up questions, and I think that this plot, what I loved so much about the show is that it just leaves you with so many questions. Like one of the places where you find out about is called the Upside Down. Yeah. So, question 1, what is the Upside Down?
Yeah.
How did this creature exists there when there's nothing there.
Yes, I think it does it really well to the point of the viewers actually get an investment from all the questions that come up. It's like
Yes.
they become invested into these characters because the characters are just learning about this as well.
And you know what? Like, I would say probably there's 10 episodes, correct?
Yes.
It was only up until like maybe episode 7 that I started to kind of connect all the dots. Like every episode really, really leaves you wanting more and on a cliffhanger where you're just like, holy crap, like I need to watch the next episode.
I had a couple other friends of mine watching it at the same time as me, and they transitioned so well into each other, the episodes, where you wouldn't even know if like this is the intro scene or if this is like the end scene that's leading to a cliffhanger, because it just flows so well, the story flows so well.
Like one of the biggest things that I felt so fondly about the show is they were using walkie-talkies. I remember using walkie-talkies and like just loving them, thinking it was the coolest thing to have with your friends. And like just riding bikes through the forest and like
bikes. Like that first episode when they're just like there's no internet, they're just hanging out in their basement and they're just like, okay, we're gonna ride bikes home now, you know, in the middle of like the dark. And those were things I feel like
we did,
kind of did as kids.
To go off that, I think that this show was very successful because of its timing. I think that you see these kinds of things on Facebook all the time, like, oh, I remember when the streetlights were my...
Or it'll have a picture of a thing from the 90s, it'll be like, if this brings... Only 90 kids will understand. Or something.
Yeah. And I think that everybody was getting kind of, I don't know, tired, right? They wanted something fresh but familiar. So
there are a couple of older, slightly older films that I've kind of noticed that it goes back to the 80s, like No Country for Old Men. That kind of went back to like the 80s, and then there was Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. Even that, like, there's actually quite a few.
Like more films than
are being based like in the
series.
80s. Yeah. Narcos.
Oh, true.
What's that one movie with Ryan Gosling and
Drive?
Was Drive set in that?
I don't think so.
There's always going to be period pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that this is something different, though. This is just like an homage to 80s film.
That's
whereas like
the Neapolitan ice cream of 80s film. You get everything.
Neapolitan ice cream.
Neapolitan ice cream.
This guy, he hasn't even seen it all yet.
You tried Neapolitan ice cream?
I haven't seen it all, and I still like it.
It's so good, man. You
it's so
good. Shit.
I'm only at the 5th episode, I believe. Was that the 5th episode where Barbie, they like just go in the guy like
Hopper.
So fifth episode. Right?
No, Hopper's the name of the cop.
No, not the cop. I'm talking about like the giant vagina.
Oh, the first time they go in it?
Yeah.
Like Hopper going in it, or like the kids?
No, what? The kids go in there?
So that's this episode of Sweet Talks. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Spoiler free.
Wait, like, so you son of a
spoiler free.
What episode is this?
Okay, let's do it.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this episode of Sweet Talks on Stranger Things.
If you like this episode of Sweet Talks, click over here to watch us ramble on about more stuff we don't know.
Wait, what?
Click here to watch the last episode of Sweet Talks on Suicide Squad.
And if you like that, you could also check out more of our content right here. We went to a corn maze and got lost, and
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't think that's still here.
Click the subscribe button below and never miss one of our videos. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
I mean, if you don't, then we don't blame you.
You're such a downer.
And if you want to support the channel more directly, we finally set up Patreon officially with actual things and prizes.
There,
so it's over here.
Down there.
Right there.
And as always, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Yeah, I don't believe that's him.